Have you met the greatest physician? Do you want to meet him? Do you have any sickness or disease that is The doctor I'm introducing you to is no other than Jesus. He's wonderful, for he is both God. He came to earth as a man died to defray our debts. Debts which include our sicknesses and problems. In Isaiah chapter 53 verse 5, it prophesied, "But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds, we are healed." Isaiah prophesied about him in the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Throughout the pages of the Bible, Jesus the miraculous doctor cleansed lepers, healed the sick and broken-hearted and raised the dead. I don't know the kind of sickness you're battling with. Maybe doctors are at their wits' end and you think all hope is lost. But I'm here to tell you that I know a man. His name is Jesus. He's the doctor of all doctors. He can heal you both physically and spiritually. He's the greatest physician. All you need to do is to have faith in him. The Bible defined faith in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 as the substance of the things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. This means that you have strong conviction and trust in that which you have not even seen. For he says in Matthew chapter 11 verse 28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This is the man I'm introducing to you. This the doctor I want you to meet. No matter the diagnosis or prognosis, we can find solace in knowing that Jesus is the greatest physician, capable of miracles and restoration. Let us seek his healing touch, for he is the source of life and the ultimate physician who can make us whole again. In Matthew chapter 9 verse 12, Jesus said, "Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do." He came to heal not just our physical ailments but also the wounds of our hearts and minds. In Psalm chapter 147 verse 3, it is written, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." Jesus offers healing that goes beyond what any human doctor can provide, for he is more than a healer. He is the Son of God. Jesus raised a man from death. The Chronicles of Events is recorded in John chapter 11. Jesus loved Lazarus and his sisters. Words were sent to Jesus that his friend Lazarus was sick. Jesus only got to Bethany 4 days after Lazarus was dead and buried. To the sisters all hope was lost and their brother is dead and gone. In John chapter 11 verses 38 to 44, Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. "Take away the stone," he said. "But, Lord," said Martha, the sister of the dead man, "by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days." 40 Then Jesus said, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" 41 So they took away the stone. Then Jesus looked up and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." When he had said this, Jesus called in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." The dead man came out, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen, and a cloth around his face. Jesus said to them, "Take off the grave clothes and let him go." In Isaiah chapter 53 verse 5, it is written, "But he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds, we are healed." This therefore means that Jesus' death paid all our debts. Debts of chronic sickness, depression, anxiety, childlessness and death. All we need to do is to cast all our burdens unto him and have complete faith in him. The Bible describes faith in Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Hannah had faith in God and he had Samuel. Joshua and Caleb believed and they got to the promised land. Bartimaeus had faith and he was healed. A man born blind had his vision restored. Jesus said in John chapter 14:1 that, "Do not let your hearts to be troubled. Believe in God and also believe in me. Matthew chapter 18 verse 18 says, "Truly I tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." The Bible goes on to say that, "Again I say to you, that if two of you agree on earth about anything that they may ask, it shall be done for them by my Father who is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 have gathered together in my name, I am there in their midst." What you need to understand is this: Jesus is a miracle worker. He's the doctor of all doctors. He doesn't work with timeliness. He heals both physically and both spiritually. He heals diseases that are beyond the imagination of doctors. Through his sacrifice on the cross, Jesus made it possible for us to experience true healing and restoration. Let us bring our cares, our hurts, and our illnesses to Jesus, for he is the source of healing and the giver of life. In John chapter 10 verse 10, Jesus said, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." No matter what challenges we face, we can find comfort and strength in knowing that Jesus, the greatest physician, is with us. A blind beggar by the name of Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus, was sitting beside the road. When he heard that it was Jesus from Nazareth, he shouted, "Jesus, son of David, have pity on me." Many people told the man to stop, but he shouted even louder, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him over." They called out to the blind man and said, "Don't be afraid. Come on. He is calling for you." The man threw off his coat as he jumped up and ran to Jesus. Jesus asks, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man answered, "Master, I want to see." Jesus told him, "You may go. Your eyes are healed because of your faith." At once the man could see, and he went down the road with Jesus. 8. In the book of Luke chapter 8 verses 43 to 48, Jesus healed a bleeding woman. Now there was a woman who had been suffering from hemorrhages for 12 years, and though she had spent all she had on physicians, no one could cure her. She came up behind him and touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. "Who touched me?" Jesus asks. When they all denied it, Peter said, "Master, the people are crowding and pressing against you." But Jesus said, "Someone touched me. I know that power has gone out from me." Then the woman, seeing that she could not go unnoticed, came trembling and fell at his feet. In the presence of all the people, she told why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. Then he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace." I'm here to tell you, if you have as little as a mustard seed, then whatever sicknesses you are going through will be healed. It doesn't matter what the doctor's reports say. Just believe. If you are blessed by this video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video and leave your prayers in the comments section. God bless you.